Hi, this is Sherry Veronica. This blogger wants to deal with ethics and standards within realtors and valuers sector within that particular realm, okay? And the blogger is saying that they had a real estate valuer come out to do some, numbers on the property, and it was professional, but then let's call him Mr. Carter. Let's call this person, this real estate valuer, Mr. Carter. After it was professional, he said that there's no reason why they could not get into a relationship, that he was currently involved with a married woman. So that, I think that that's a red flag right there. But let me continue the story, okay? He's in, and because she's married, his availability with her is limited. And the reason that he's approaching this new one is because he's like rethinking the married woman kind of relationship. He's rethinking that. So she went into the relationship with him. Okay, she went into the relationship with him. So she's saying that he will come over to her house and sleep, and they will have lunch. He will make lunch. You see that lunch thing, when you get hungry around lunchtime. Yeah, and he lives with his sister in Bush Hall, and she's been by his house in Bush Hall. She's saying that in January he hurt his hamstring and he had to do therapy. He was walking around with a cane for a couple weeks, and she was there to support him because the married friend was not much help, and he would send her messages, and she would call and check in on him, all lovey-dovey, that kind of thing. So she's now finding out, okay, he's very smooth and convincing, okay? That's what the person is saying. He's very smooth. He's a smooth talker, and he can make you believe what he's saying. He probably believes what he's saying. That's the first skill. Liars need to actually believe what they're saying before they sell it to you. But anyhow, I am now finding out that Mr. Carter is doing this to countless other women, okay? Even his married friend was a client, and he smooth talked his way into her home. She put things together through a mutual friend, and they're saying that the married friend is boasting about how Mr. Carter is treating her better than her husband ever did, giving her money and taking her out. Oh, so the married friend actually doesn't mind, Mr. Carter being around. And she was talking about this before she was separated from her husband. So now she's separate. The married friend is separated from the husband. So that part of his story panned out to be correct, okay? But let me continue on. Mr. Carter is sleeping with most of his clients, and seeing that they have a home, he's inviting himself in. Yeah, because when you go out to do the valuation, usually you're doing on, property. Usually it could be empty, but usually it's property with a house there. So whatever. So he is seeing that these women, he doesn't probably care if they're married or not. Well, that's what she's saying, that he's inviting himself in. Unlike that married woman, I am not going to ignore the situation any longer. I have officially cut him off. I, of course, went to get tested to be sure he didn't leave anything with me. That's what she's saying. She went to get tested to make sure that, because once he's out there, doing it to all different kind of people, you never know what he's picking up. I want females, I want ladies to be watching out for this smooth talker. Let's call him Mr. Carter, and to keep your legs closed. Okay, this blogger is suggesting that you just keep to yourself, keep to yourself. He is using his position to value your home and then to get into your home. I wish I had left the relationship as a professional relationship. That's how this particular blog ended, that they're wishing that it was just purely professional. And there's a little thing here that was said. Oh, I'm sorry. And then a picture, a photo of him was saying, okay. Yeah, I'll give you what I can. Okay, I'll just share with you what I can. But like I said to you in a previous blog today, if you are having a guy ejaculate in you, you become lesser. Your body is weakened because the sperm affects the woman's immune system. And you hear of a lot of women talking about autoimmune diseases. I don't know if men have it, but you hear it with a lot of women. You need to stop letting guys ejaculate inside of you. You have to deal with it. You have to sort it out. The condom may be uncomfortable. I know a lot of people, women don't like it. You could be allergic to it, and for sure, guys don't like, putting on a condom. That's for sure. But you're gonna have to find a way. If you want to have the sinful pleasure, if you want to do that, you're going to do it no matter what anyone says. But just know, at least you can have the information. It's your only currency. Information. You can have that to go with you. And a lot of diseases that women have that that they're not contagious, like diabetes and all other diseases. You are messing with a situation that you are not even sure how you're being affected by being with a man. It hasn't even dawned on you how your mental state is being affected, how your physical body is being affected, having to send out all of the soldiers to fight and to try to contain the infections that are deposited into your body. You have not even grasped the situation that you're in just because you're talking about you're in love. You're in love, you're in love, or whatever it is that you are. You need someone to help you pay for a bill or help you pay your rent. And in that process of being in the company of a male, you are wrecking your body. Your body is being wrecked. And let me say first, I'm not a medical practitioner. I'm not. But I am the first to say that every disease known to man, every last one of the diseases known to man comes from sexual interactions, comes from sex, stems out of sex. This is Sherry Veronica.
Help me spread the word about Naked Departure via social media. Subscribe and share to show support and love for our channels.